Yeah. This is the BBC. Riots have broken out.
I got it.
Prices are going up. Bellies are getting bigger. Look at El Fatado. He loves me. He loves me.
Picture out, man.
What picture? What, the one with you and two ladyboys?
No, the Parker one from the Thunderbirds, man. Yeah, get that out.
Oh yeah. No. Nick Cotton and Parker's not bad, but Parker looks more like Noel Gallagher. Look at Noel Gallagher. It's like they're twins. Anyway, where are we?
Yeah.
We're in Oxford. This is the news.
How was your set?
How was my set? You can't. You have to ask them that, not me. I do what I do. You see. You always get that. How was it? And I'm like, well, you have to. It could have been amazing for me, but they thought it was shit. So it's more important you ask them, isn't it? That's why I say ask the audience. So yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I'm a bit tired this weekend.
Been busy?
Getting old, mate. I had to sleep before I come out. No, what I find, which is, I don't know, people relate to this, but when I'm busier, you don't get time to be tired. When I have like I had fabric last night, this tonight, when I have less on, that's when I think the tiredness creeps in and you feel more drained. When you've got loads going on, you don't have time to think about it. You say you're tired, but you fucking move on to the next thing. But this weekend I have been hit with the tired bug. But it's all good.
Planning a break soon?
Huh?
Planning a break soon?
No. If anything, it's going to get busier in the next couple of months, like American tours and a few European things. I mean, this month for me has been quite easy.
Right.
Yeah, I felt more tired. That's.
Have you got any plans coming back to the studio?
Say that again?
Have you got any more plans coming back to the studio?
I plan it every year for about the last 10, but I never get the chance or the time. You know, like studio, especially these days, if you're going to go in, you got to do it for like, you know, I can't go in for a couple of hours and fuck off again. So it's finding that sort of time where I can commit, you know, artistically in a way that I'm happy with. I could go in, I'm always getting people, oh, you could do a tune with one of your artists, and I could, but then I don't think that tune would be me. You know, it would be me just sitting with them and, you know, I'd get half the credit, but that's not what I'm about. You know, like, I could probably do a lot more material if I wanted to be like that. There's a lot of things I could do that I don't, and maybe in later on in life I'll look back and go, why didn't you bloody do it? But I can't fit everything in.
And the final question, how come you changed from vinyl to Serato? What made you change? And is it better?
Playing, well, I always get asked it. I had few people cussing, you know. I mean, I didn't want to switch, you know, I'll be the first to admit that, and I was very anti it at first, but I just, the way clubs, you know, working in the club environment, 99% of clubs don't cater for turntablism at all. They don't. You know, I turn up, the fucking needles jump if anybody steps on a stage. It was just getting ridiculous, where it was disheartening to the point of where, you know, you got a bag of dub plates and you can't play them. And it's not every club, but it was like 1 in 3. Definitely, you know, where the CDJ had overtook on the you know, like they're the priority. CDs, it don't matter how much you bang your feet. So I was like, I knew I was gonna have to switch sooner or later, you know. And then last June, I think, is when I made the transition. I'd already started doing it on the radio, but my plan was actually to start this year. You know, like, right, I'll do it till I'm... But what happened is too many gigs where, I mean, tonight, if you watched when I was playing, that computer was rocking like that, right? But the needles didn't jump. But if that was normal, if I was playing vinyl, I would have had problems, and then it would have just, you can't play, and then you leave. No, not how I thought I would. You know, like originally I was very romantic about it, and it's just the format. Ultimately, it's the music I'm playing that's important. And the other reason I switched was I thought if I leave it too long, then when I do switch, you know, I'll be so behind everybody. Since I've switched, most places I play, at least one of the DJs will come up, oh, what are you doing? Like, how did you do that thing? And so it's enhanced what I did. And also it just takes the pressure of knowing about needles jumping. It's took me about 6 months to get used to setting it up when I play out. But the actual practicality is the main reason I switched. Not because, you know, I don't like vinyl, I enjoy that. And if everybody could go back to dubs, I'd be the first to go back. But, you know, you see tonight, I got there, the CDs are, the decks are miles apart. I have to wait till the CDJ's players finish to bring in everything. And that's disheartening. And as I said, 9 times out of 10 clubs, they pull out a deck that looks fucking like it's been found on the floor in the back of a room covered in dust, because nobody uses them. So I was getting more and more, I'm like, what I find is the sort of older generation praise you, the younger kids don't care. you know, since I've switched, I haven't noticed nobody, barring the odd geek that will come up to me and notice. But the majority of the audience, even when I wasn't playing it, I'd clock that this guy's playing. Huh?
Your original scratcher.
Yeah, but I still do that, and that's better for Serato things. Better for me for things like scratching. I used to scratch the same tone for fucking 10 years, not because you know he ain't got nothing else. Everything else would jump, so you got to play safe. Now with that, I can pick out little things. It's more personal, so you know.
Okay. Any final? Could you say something for the video for the guys that are going to watch it for the Selecta, for the people that are here tonight?
Don't do drugs and wear one glove. All right?
Yeah, blah, blah.
Thank you.